we have someone.
Mavis.
Someone walked into the studio here. Who? Announce yourself, Mister. I don't know. Who are you? Yourself? You're obviously you.
I'm me. I'm me. I'm me.
Yeah.
I'm a guest of the program.
Christopher Walken is here.
No. I get that a lot because of my curious habit of speech.
And please describe your speech, because I'm having a hard time picking up on exactly
It
what dial.
takes me great effort to push the words out. It's been that way forever, and it's frankly exhausting.
What is your name, sir?
My name is Jarles.
I thought you were about to say John, but you said something like Jarles.
Jarles.
With a
So
J?
it's Jarles with a J?
Jarles with a J.
Jarls?
Yes, J-R-L-E-S.
Oh, L-E-S.
there is a-
Yes,
Oh, okay.
like Charles, but with a J.
Almost like Jarvis, but with a
Oh, yes, the butler for the Avengers superhero team.
yes, and for Agent Carter.
That's, he's pre-Avengers
In the Marvel Cinematic
in
Universe.
the Marvel Cinematic Excelsior. To you and yours
you-
this holiday season.
Are you a friend of Stan Lee?
Who? Oh, the founder of Marvel comic books?
The Cameo King.
That's right.
Oh, there's my dog, Rocky! One of his only
Another-
I'm
appearances
allergic.
this season.
Another
allergic
trope
to
of finales:
dogs.
weddings.
Weddings,
Weddings,
yes.
having babies.
So we knew we wanted to end with like a baby and a wedding. And so, by the way, welcome. We're doing the commentary.
What is happening here?
We're doing the commentary for Comedy Bang Bang.
I came to get my inoculation. Am I in the wrong place?
I'll give you one, but don't worry. Just hang out for a
That's
bit.
very generous.
We're gonna have to do 15 more episodes before I can do it. Is that okay?
Oh, it seems like quite a long
Can you
time.
hang out for a while?
Sure.
This is Andrew Lloyd Webber, who,
The Broadway composer.
yes, of course. Now, originally,
Yeah.
should we talk about
So,
this?
yeah.
Originally,
The
this
pitch
was
of Who's to Get Married?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Originally, it was we knew we wanted Andrew Lloyd Webber to get married to a couch, right?
Yeah.
But originally, it was going to be Sir Couchley.
yeah.
But and this is difficult to talk about because
Just take it slowly.
no, it was going to be Sir Couchley, but we were going to have him have been in transition and become a woman, and not for any comedy. Well, we knew
Practical purposes.
no, we knew we wanted Andrew Lloyd Webber to get married to a couch, but we knew we didn't want to make it like, oh, he's marrying
Right,
a
a big
guy,
gay marriage
like,
episode.
oh, haha. So then we were like, oh, well, why doesn't he marry Sir Couchley? But Sir Couchley just, and like finales, characters go through changes.
That's his-
And so we were trying to write it, but write it respectfully, where it didn't seem like it was like. I know that sounds weird, but I was literally, and I talked to
I
you.
sneezed. I apologize.
Yeah, we didn't want it ever to seem like the joke was.
The joke was, haha, isn't it funny that someone would make that big of a transition? We never figured out how to do it in a respectful way. And I remember having a big, long conversation with the writers of like, no, I don't want it to come off like we're thinking that that's a funny joke. We just, I think I want to do it in a way that's like, oh, wow, that's cool that Couchley did that.
Yeah,
And like all good writing
But
staffs faced
we gave
with
up.
a challenge,
Yeah.
we gave up.
we knew when we were defeated and we moved on. And we said, what if he just had a daughter? And
It seems that the point is that if a man marries a couch, it's equivalent to gay marriage. That gay marriage is the equivalent of marrying an inanimate object or an animal.
No,
Right?
no,
Am I reading this wrong?
No, Jarles, no, that's not what we're trying to say. I guess I really wanted to do something. I really wanted to include that into the show somehow, and we failed at it because I think it would have come off like we were trying to do it as a joke.
Yeah.
But I hope in another season that we're able to figure something like that out, because this is, by the way, is a reference to Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
In the script, there's a very famous video of Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul reading the Breaking Bad script out loud to each other.
Google the Zapruder film, and you'll find it.
You'll see. Reading the script. Oh, one second. Reading that for the first time to each other, and so we transcribed the exact
you don't
stage
necessarily
direction.
from the way we shut it or anything. Well, yeah, from the way we shut it, you get a bit that that's how Aaron Paul exits Breaking Bad. But
but we do.
the
We
stage
ended,
directions
My
are
question is
literally
time
that.
sensitive. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
go ahead.
Why are you dressed like Howard Johnson's?
we talked about it before you walked in.
Oh, then it's not time sensitive. Oh, there's me.
Oh, wait, that's you? I never got to know you.
Why were you filming me in a private moment in my home with my wife?
These two did not like each other.
Really?
yeah,
I wasn't there
Marriage
this
for
day.
you.
What do you mean? They like had a spat?
They had a little bit of a...
if they didn't get the lines right and stuff. Or no, that's my line. Yeah.
They were yelling at each other.
It's
a little
all
bit.
about the makeup
Funny, though.
sex. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we'll see you next episode.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
It's also got
Wait, who's this?
Back.
Oh, wait, is it Jarles?
Jarles.
What? I can't get out of the building. Where?
Your name or your voice has changed ever so slightly.
Oh,
He's out of
I'm
breath.
having even more difficulty
no.
pushing words out.
Pushing words out.
Where's the exit of the building?
Well, there are several doors have an exit light above them and a sign.
I've gone through a number of those, and I feel as if every time I end up back on the other side of the door, like a sort of hall of mirrors or a Narnia.
Oh, wait a minute. You may be in some sort of strange pocket dream dimension.
Yeah.
Is it for sins I've committed on Earth?
Probably.
Probably.
That's usually why people wind up in one of
I
those
was
situations.
taking a crazy guess, but you're saying that's most likely.
Most likely,
what it is?
99%.
Comeuppance, yeah.
Oh, I wasn't such a bad guy. I did
What are your sins that you've committed on Earth?
murder.
Oh no!
That's still a big deal.
You said you weren't such a bad guy.
In my day, it was a big deal, but I feel like now, what's murder anyway?
That's
Sure,
true.
murder itself is.
Who
a
did you
sin
murder,
or
may I
something.
ask?
My mother and dad.
Oh God!
How did you do this and why?
I was.
Who, what, where, when, why?
Oh, the reporter questions. Let's see. I beat my dad with a bat. And my mom just good old-fashioned poison.
These were two separate
In her
incidents?
mouth. She ingested it.
You just poured a big bottle down her throat?
Yep.
Well, now the other one was that like
She was sleeping. I tickled her nose with a feather. She opened her mouth, and I just poured it all in there like
and you just
Shakespeare.
like threw a vampire bat into your dad's room and it
That's
sucked his
right.
blood.
Drank him right up.
That's matricide and patricide.
Only one of them was on a mattress.
And if they were royalty, I don't really get into that.
Yeah.
Regicide.
Regicide, oh my God.
I call it regicide.
If someone murdered Regis,
I'd be regicide.
yeah, that would be regicide as well. God, I kind of hope it happens now. So that would be a really funny headline.
Ask me what it's called if someone murders Regis.
What's
is
that?
it called?
Oh,
Ask me what.
what's it
What's
called
it
if
called?
someone murders Regis?
Just cause. He's
A good
annoying.
start.
A good start. Murder all the Regises.
What are the other
Fishburne.
Regises? I can't think of a one.
There's got to be another.
Someone out there.
Regis.
Someone must be a huge fan of that show and to have named their baby Regis.
Probably a number of babies were named Regis after the premiere of Regis and Kelly.
This is Josh Fadem, by the way, who said he was coming. But you know what? I realize now that this is the time we were supposed to start that episode. So hopefully he walks in by the end. Now, Jarles, where are you trying to get to?
I'm trying to get to my home in Simi Valley.
Simi Valley.
It's nice and hot there, and my skin is so papery thin.
Do you think if you make up for your sins in this dimension, you'll be allowed out of it until you can go to Simi Valley?
Well, look, I mean, I hope so. It's all news to me. I didn't realize I just thought it was in a complicated building. Now I'm in some sort of supernatural sci-fi thing.
How do you think you can atone for your sins?
Oh, murder someone else's dad and mom?
No, that's two wrongs. Do not make a right.
What if it's jerk dad and mom who are mean?
Maybe we're
Like
bad
in
people.
Harry Potter.
Hey,
Yeah.
if it's someone else's dad and mom, is it matricide or patricide, or is it just murder?
Just
murder.
plain old murder.
There should be something
No
for
frills.
like friends, murdering friends. Like
Friendricide?
Palicide. Like the Pacific Palisades.
Palisades Park.
Chumicide.
Chumicide. What do you think of this, by the way? You must have grown up watching black and white television.
Yeah, this is from your era.
Is this pretty accurate?
41 years old.
Oh no!
I apologize.
Charles, you've had a long, hard life.
I really have. I look terrible.
When did you murder your mom and dad?
10 hour ago.
Oh no!
Hour ago. Why was your mom sleeping an hour ago?
Oh, she was lazy. She deserved to die. Oh, why is breathing so hard?
You're breathing hard.
No, why is breathing so
Oh,
hard?
why? Why is breathing so hard?
They said always breathing so hard.
She was, though.
It's genetic.
So you left here, ran home, murdered your parents, and came back here?
That's right.
Why did you
I
come to
came
this?
back here to get out of the building.
Why did you come to this building in the first place?
I thought it was a movie theater.
Oh,
Because we were showing these episodes?
Yeah, I heard there's screens in there.
somebody on the sidewalk was yelling that.
There's some
screens in there.
crazy guy.
Hold on a second.
Sandwich board on
Crazier
his...
than you?
What? I'm sane as a judge.
Oh my goodness!
I think we're all in this together now. If
We
we're,
are,
if
yeah.
we're
Are
giving
we
you
accessories now?
Yeah, we're
After
giving
the
you show.
fact?
Yeah.
I'd like to think that we can get out. We exit the exits, and then if he's following us, we actually go outside of the building. But Jarles here just finds himself right back where he
Oh, so
started.
no one here ever murdered their parents?
I don't
No.
think so.
Hands up. Who has not murdered their parents?
I mean, I've murdered
Oh,
Dave's
everybody.
parents.
Right. Yes.
And
My parents
Dave
are
murdered
dead.
Neil's parents.
Yeah.
Neil murdered Mike's parents.
Oh, the old switcheroo.
Circle jerk of murder.
Mike.
Or just
we're
a
okay
circle
with-
might be a better way
Oh,
of
we're
putting it.
okay with the old switcheroo.
Maybe I don't know the.
Switch.
Don't know if we need to. Oh,
Some
boy.
strangers on a train deal. That's from my era. Throw mama from the train.
Wait, yeah, wouldn't throw mama from the train be more your era?
That's what I just said. Just in the nick of time.
Oh, you got it in under the
That
wire.
was a close one.
Woo, boy.
Imagine the
Real
penalty if you
squeaker.
had-
This is my favorite Reggie thing all season.
Yeah,
the way he
he-
sings this song.
He committed 100% to this.
When he licks the guitar,
Yeah.
it's awesome.
And he's actually playing this guitar. This was our nod to Pleasantville, the movie.
Finally, some recognition.
Very similarly to Pleasantville, we wanted to show the transition of when TV shows went from black and white to color, how that coincided with the loosening of sort of morals and stuff, and so that's I mean, you all get it.
Do you think this show will ever be in a
Keep going. I'm
thesis?
almost with you.
Do you think someone will ever analyze this for some sort of historical television
No.
thesis?
I do.
Do you really, Mike?
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm just hopeful.
This
that
is Catherine.
Burns and Rachel Montez?
Yeah, they're awesome. They you'll remember them from the musical episode. Catherine choreographed several things for us, and so we brought them back. And they're also in season 4. They were in the sports episode in season 4, doing the Catherine choreographed that and dancing around and singing around, tooling around and dancing around, singing around. Now, have you ever seen this program, Jarles?
What is it?
It's called Comedy Bang Bang.
Why?
Well, because
You gotta have a title for
A lot
a
of your
show. I
contemporaries
suppose.
are on it. Yeah.
That's true.
yeah, I'm not much older than you.
Well, this looks like it's from old times.
That's a trick of the eye.
What? You're gonna go to a building dimension for that one. For fooling people. Sin of pride and lies.
Very funny, Neil. The way that you said that line.
Can I ask
oh
Neil a
boy.
question?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a lot of
Jarles.
fun take.
Do you like doing acting on the show?
Yes, I do. I would say.
Why?
I like having an objective, a super objective, tactics that I change.
You like to lie.
Yeah, lying for a living. That's kind of what I call
That's what it
acting.
is.
Yep. As long as you're making a living.
Have you ever acted before, Jarles?
Just in court.
Oh, wait.
Why did you go to court?
I think we know why you went.
I murdered some aunts and uncles.
Oh, wow.
Didn't bring them
I
up.
mean, they died.
Reggie, by the way, just wanted to be dancing like this for no reason.
How long have you been out of prison since you murdered your family?
Well, no, he just murdered his mom and dad an hour ago.
That's true.
Do you have your alibi or your... We're harboring you. We're
Harboring a
him.
fugitive. Well, he's not a
Okay.
fugitive until he's been accused of a crime and he escapes.
That's right. So far, I'm in the clear.
All right, well, we have to go. We'll see you next episode.